Yeah.
Hello, my name is Andrea Guilherme, and today I'm going to explain you about the interpersonal component and mood. Let's talk about first about the interpersonal component. The interpersonal component deals with your own language. Let's for example, here you have a man, he has his own language, his own way to express his feelings, his concerns about the world. But when he has to interact with another person, as for example, with this boy, he has to change the way he uses his language. And those changes improve when they have to be in a social environment. It depends on the context when the person it is that the language will change. Those roles that they are playing. For example, they cannot use exactly the same language when they are at school or when they are in a hospital, like this yet, or when they are in an airport. In those different circumstances, they have to change their language, or when they can be in the beach. Another aspect of this interpersonal component is that someone will be the speaker and someone will be the hearer. So when you're speaking, you're the speaker, and when you hear, you're the hearer. But those roles can change. The person that had spoke now is hearing, and the person who has been hearing now is speaking. That's how the language changed. Especially we have to recognize that interpersonal component deals a lot with the social interaction. Now let's talk a little bit about mood. Mood is specifically those roles that change while a person is talking. Those how the speaker express his role in a certain situation. For example, it's not the same when this man and this boy are in the beach and they have a parent. This is the parent and this is the son. They have a one relationship, one role. But when they are at school, and for example, he acts as a teacher and he acts as a student, that role change. Now let's talk about a little bit how those roles change. Here you have the mood. We can divide the mood in indicative and imperative. In the case of the indicative, is those choices that the speaker will do when he decides his role in the conversation. Here you have the declarative. Those declarative are statements. When you say that something is as it is. For example, the water is cold. It's something that it is just like that. Those are statements. In the case of the interrogative, you are not saying a statement. Opposite to that, you're asking, you're requiring information. But there are two types of interrogative. Could be closed or open. Closed questions are those that are just answered by just no questions or tag questions, but do they have two alternatives to answer yes or no? Opposite to that, the open questions, when someone asks you with that kind of question, it's requiring from you more information than just no, than just two words. It requires you a complex information, a complex answer. Those are open. Okay, now we have to the other side, the imperative. This is a moment when the mood is obvious because when in this kind of sentence you include yourself or you exclude yourself when you're talking. That's why they divide it in two. Exclusive, you are not including yourself in the sentence. Inclusive, you include yourself in the sentence. That's why you have two types, controller and controlled. You can be the one who controls the conversation or the situation, or you can be the one who is controlled. Let's put an example to explain this. When you are in a classroom and the teacher orders you to do the homework, he is controlling, and this is controlled. Controller, control. Do your homework. When the teacher says that to you, it means that he's controlling you. And you're the control, the person who have to perform the action that someone requires. But that role can be changed. But because when you, the student, asks to the teacher, can you please repeat that again? Something that the teacher has already said. In this moment, the student is the controller and the teacher is the control because he's going to do what this person is asking him to do. So here right now, I'm going to show you some examples and you're going to analyze this information. Now here we have these different examples. For example, the first one, she likes dancing, doesn't she? In this case, what do you think that this is? Well, it's an indicative, interrogative, closed. It cannot be declarative because you are requiring information. You're not just saying something. You're requiring for something. And it is closed because you can just answer yes or no. Now we have the other example. What do you want to do? This is indicative also, but in this case it's also interrogative. The only difference is that this question is open. That means that you have to answer with more than yes, no. You have to answer what you want to. You can say I want to dance, I want to eat, I want to go to the movies, many things. That's why it's open, many things. And this is closed because you can just answer yes, no. The following is let's go to the beach. Now we are analyzing another structure. Imperative, indicative, inclusive. You are ordering someone to do something, but in that order you are included. Because you say let's go, you're meaning let us go. In the case when you use we, us, ourselves, you're including yourself in that conversation, and that is why it is inclusive. Opposite to that, we have you must do your homework. It is also imperative, but in this case it's exclusive because you are not including yourself inside that sentence. The person has to do their homework, but you don't have to. There's a difference between exclusive and inclusive. And in the last sentence we have she was killed by her husband. That is indicative, declarative. It is very different from this one because you're requiring information. In this case, you're just saying some information that she was killed by her husband. Well, as a way to conclude this explanation, I want to thank you for have been listening to me, and I want to make sure that you understand the point that interpersonal component is the speaker's choices and the role he's going to play inside a conversation. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again.